To say Kerala is unique would be an understatement. To say Kerala is uncommonly different, distinct and divergent would be more like it. Tourism, literacy and healthcare are some areas where Kerala has distinguished itself on the global stage. But of course the state has its own devils. Here's a look at 7 contemporary beauties and a beast of God's own country. More than 30 years ago, when Kerala set up an IT park, India looked on in amazement and then embraced it. Kerala never ceases to surprise. Here are 7 things Kerala is doing differently now. 1. A graphene policy. What? A graphene policy? Come again? Well, if you didn't know, graphene is an allotrope of carbon, a semi-metal with unusual electronic properties and about 100 times as strong as steel. Guess what? Kerala will soon have a state graphene policy and a graphene park. And guess who's helping the state in this novel initiative? 2 Nobel winners from the Manchester University, Andrei Geim and Konstantin Novoselov, who won the Nobel Physics Prize for their work on graphene. Certainly, the rest of India is going to hear a lot more of graphene in the coming days. 2. A jet terminal. Yes, that's right. A business jet terminal is something one would associate with the leading airports of the world or with the big metros of the country. But Kerala is known to punch above its weight. Kochi is a non-metro which has a metro rail service. Kochi is a non-metro and it will soon have, within a few weeks, a business jet terminal. 3. A digital university. Talk about thinking ahead of the times. Before COVID struck and education online became the norm worldwide, Kerala conceived India's first digital university, the Digital University of Kerala, or DUKE for short. I spoke to Dr. Saji Gopinath, Vice Chancellor of the university, and he says the university functions in a hybrid model, offering new age courses from AI to cyber security to blockchain development. He says someone who has done geography at undergrad level, for instance, can now do a certificate course in geospatial analytics, or an undergrad in biology can go on to be a bio-AI specialist. Best of all, there are more than 20,000 students worldwide. Repeat, more than 20,000 students worldwide taking the Digital University of Kerala's blockchain certificate course. Kerala has always been a pioneer in digital education. For instance, if you have not heard of Baiju Ravindran from Kerala, either you don't play cricket or you are not preparing for an entrance examination or both. 4. Lessons for a lottery winner. There are lotteries around the world, but trust Kerala to be different. Observing a pattern of lottery winners blowing up their earnings, last week the Kerala State Lotteries Department decided to send the winner of the Onam bumper prize of 250 million rupees, B. Anup, to the Gulati Institute of Finance and Taxation for a short program in financial management. Lottery winners around the world may now want to take a course in financial management. 5. Remittance Rajas and Ranis. You probably heard that Maharashtra recently overtook Kerala in the inward remittances into India, accounting for about 35% of the $87 billion that came to India last year. But that's rather unfair comparison because Maharashtra has a population of 125 million people compared to only 35 million in Kerala. Obviously, Kerala receives a much higher per capita remittance. Non-resident Keralites send home about ₹1 trillion each year. Now you know why Kerala needs a business jet terminal. What is different about the remittance Rajas and Ranis of Kerala? These days they are more broad-based. Instead of the large majority of money coming in from the Gulf countries alone, Kerala's sons and daughters now send in money from Australia to America and Malta to Maldives. I met Shyam Srinivasan, MD and CEO of the Federal Bank, which handles about 21% of all remittances into India, and asked him whether the remittance cash tap will dry up. And he said, I've been hearing this for the last 25 years. It's not going to happen anytime soon. Remittance may not grow at the same pace, but even what is coming in currently is significant. Kerala is also different in the sheer breadth of households which have at least one member abroad. I asked S. Irudayarajan, founder chairman of the International Institute of Migration and Development, and he says, Kerala has roughly 8 million households and 1 out of every household has at least one member outside. 6. Worshippers and skeptics. If you're looking for a state with a good mix of Hindus, Muslims, Christians, agnostics, atheists, and general skeptics, Kerala is the place. Atheists in God's own country? Well, Kerala is contrarian in every which way. This week, Kochi hosted what the organizers claim to be the world's largest atheist meet. Its third edition after a 2-year COVID break. With some topics so explosive that only a learned audience in Kerala could listen and not start a riot. 7. The gift of satire. Critiquing is at the very heart of every Keralite who will hero worship none. So legendary cartoonists from Kerala have travelled all the way to Delhi, caricaturing every national politician over so many decades. Legendary cartoonists like Shankar, O.V. Vijayan, Abu Abraham, Ravi Shankar, E.P. Unni and many more. So very unlike the rest of India, which kept a straight and serious face when Narendra Modi inaugurated the national games at the Narendra Modi Stadium. Keralites roasted Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan when this week he set up a cattle shed at his official residence for 4.3 million rupees, complete with a music system. The troll army quickly got to work with videos like this. And comments that the cows will generate a lot of government jobs like cow dung cleaning supervisors, grass cutting assistants, singers, both male and female, all government jobs and pensionable after a service of only 2 years. In short, Keralites do a lot of different things and they do it differently. Like recently, Kochi-based Asimov Robotics used its own humanoid robo clad in a sari to receive the bank's official letter when its loan was passed. Well, for all of these beauties, Kerala has a beast lurking permanently in the background, a tendency to hold hartals at the drop of a hat. The latest one was last week when central agencies conducted raids at the Popular Front of India offices. The damage was estimated at 52 million rupees as PFI supporters damaged public and private property. Given Kerala's propensity to stop work and hold hartals, the recent one is certainly not the last hartal. God knows when the next one will be called. Or, to be fair to Kerala's atheists, God doesn't know when. This episode of Geometric View is dedicated to the memory of Navis Sergeant Matthew, a 25-year-old who passed away in Kottayam, Kerala last year, and to his kind-hearted parents and younger sister, who consented to donate his eyes, kidney, heart, liver, and even hands to 7 different people who were waiting for organ donation. 1 year after they received his organs, this week, 6 of the 7 who received the organs got together at Kottayam for an emotional reunion with Navis's parents. Navis, Sergeant Matthew and family. Beautiful 7 times over.